Hey family, happy Friday. So we're getting new information that Steven tWitch boss actually left a suicide note, which I think, I'm sure his family, any information that he could have left them is going to be helpful in the healing process. As devastating as this is, the fact that he did, try to convey or give an explanation, I'm sure just kind of gives them just a little bit of, understanding into what he was suffering through. So it's being reported by TMZ that he actually took an Uber to the motel. Initially, there were reports that he walked from his home to the motel and that he turned his phone onto airplane mode so that he could not be located. So he was very emphatic about what he wanted to do, and the fact that he had a firearm. So many people are saying that tWitch was such a ray of light and that he was always positive and happy. But that goes to show you that sometimes people are struggling internally with things that they don't feel that they can share with others, and they're trying to mask the pain. The smile sometimes is solely masking the inner demons and fight that a person is having internally. And this is so sad. Many people are just shocked and taken aback. He clearly must have felt that there was no out for him. There must have been so much pain to be able to do what he did, to be so final in whatever was going on in his life. It's just really sad and disheartening, especially when it looked like he had such a loving family. Now he had kind of reached a place in life outwardly, to the public, where here's an African American man with an intact family. They're doing well and they're successful. Now his family has not a father, and the children are, going to grow up without their dad. This is just sad. We're used to hearing stories like this in, inner cities where, the fathers and the men are deleted, and then these kids grow up without a daddy. But, the fact that he took his own life is just, it's just beyond belief. But things happen. So again, it's good that, his family has a note and they have some kind of a reference to the fact that he had some struggles, and I guess he felt he couldn't conquer them or he couldn't face them, and clearly he didn't feel like he had an option to get help. Columbus Short came out and said that it was due to a bad financial investment. And I didn't necessarily believe that. I mean, it could still be true. I mean, because we still don't know what he was struggling with. And, that's probably something that his family will know. We're all going to draw our own conclusions. But in light of this, I guess the takeaway from here is you just never know what people are struggling with. Sometimes the smile and the person that always seems so happy is maybe the person who is really struggling the most. Because if you think about it, people who are angry and cantankerous and always talking ish, they letting it out, right? They're not bottling up that nonsense. They spewing blah blah, and they're getting it off their chest. But like me, I'm a person who smiles, and I don't like confrontation, and I let things go. And sometimes it's to your own detriment, right? So the people who smile and try to keep the peace and are always happy and saying something positive, sometimes those are the people that are really inside just not so happy, So if you're listening to this, if this video triggers you and you don't like people talking about it, you should log off ASAP. Okay, do yourself a favor. Don't get in my comments telling me what I should be talking about and what we don't want to hear it. Okay, so log on off. But for those of you that have gotten to this far in the video, and if you are struggling, or if you know anybody that is struggling, there are resources out there. Go online. There are suicide prevention numbers you can call. Talk to somebody. Talk. Pray. Whenever I get down, I know I can hit my knees. And if I beg and ask, and you don't have to beg God, but when you feel like you're really struggling, or let's say when I feel like I'm really to my wits end, I will hit them knees. Although sometimes it's hard to get back up again because my knees are getting older. But I say, Lord, hey, you know me, and I promise you, and I guarantee things get better always. So, you know, I'm just going to leave this video here. Sounds like he was struggling with something and he left a suicide note, and just prayers to his family.